So you have a green card interview coming up and you prepared all your documents. But what about the actual interview? Is it going to be hard? How thorough will they question you? What can you expect? Fortunately for you, I'm that immigration guy and I'll answer those questions and a lot more. Welcome to my channel. I'm Brent Newcomb. If you're new here, I'm that immigration guy, an attorney focusing solely in immigration law for almost 20 years. And I've been to my share of citizenship interviews. I do want you to remember that I'm not giving you specific legal advice about your case. Every case is unique and has its own challenges. This is an informative video. For advice on your particular situation, please seek help from a qualified and experienced immigration attorney, such as me, that immigration guy. Well, you're sitting at the green card office in the USCIS and waiting for your interview. What can you expect? This video will cover generally what happens at the interview. I have separate videos covering the preparation you should do before the interview and other factors. Please watch those videos for more information. Once you've checked in with your clerk, you'll probably be asked to wait in line in a specific area. At some point, either early, on time, or late, the officer will come out and call you in. You will be led to the officer's room. Typically, the office you'll be in is small. You and your sponsoring relative, like your husband or wife, will sit opposite the officer. Before you take that seat, though, the officer will ask you to remain standing and take an oath. The oath is to promise to tell the truth in its entirety throughout the interview. You will raise your right hand to do so. Everything after this point is under oath and penalty of perjury. You do not want to lie or omit any facts because these are serious crimes in the U.S. The officer will begin by asking you to present your personal documents. The officer will want to see the originals of things like your passport, entry stamp and visa, birth certificate, marriage certificate, divorce certificates, and that sort of thing. The officer will then compare the originals with any copies you originally sent in. The officer will then proceed through the I-130 and I-485 forms that you filled out. The entire green card packet is long and getting longer every few months, it seems. Hopefully, you've reviewed the forms beforehand so the questions will not be unfamiliar. If any information is changed, such as having a new address or phone number, the officer will write that in his or her version of the form. The officer will simply go through the questions, including previous addresses, work history, marriage history, and travel history. Next, the officer will ask a series of about 40 to 60 questions regarding all manner of disqualifiers for the green card. Things like, are you a terrorist? Are you a Nazi or communist? Have you violated your stay in the U.S.? Are you in any criminal trouble? Do you have any other restrictions, such as with the J-1 visa? That sort of thing. This is where I highly recommend having an attorney involved in your case. A serious expert lawyer such as myself will go through the forms with you and prepare you completely for all those questions and review whether you're eligible and whether any previous activities you may have disqualify you, or if there's any legal avenues still to obtain your green card. It is very important you at least consult an immigration attorney because the consequences are very severe and you could be placed in removal. You will then be asked to sign numerous documents showing that you were in the interview. After that, the officer will be keenly interested in the sponsor relative, such as your spouse, and will dig deep into your relationship. If the green card is based on marriage to a U.S. citizen, the interview about the legitimacy of the marriage can take another 20 minutes or so, sometimes more. I have been through hundreds of these interviews, most ranging about 45 minutes. The quickest I've experienced was 10 minutes, the longest nearly 6 hours. I have another video discussing some issues that may cause such hard interviews. But if this is the case, immediately seek attorney help. Once done, usually after 30 to 60 minutes, you'll be asked to provide any additional documents you want to be considered. I always advise my clients to give copies of a lot more than they think. They need to have a full file. It often happens that the officer fails to ask the clients and they fail to produce the boxes of joint documents that they actually have, and then they get a denial later because of no documentation. Avoid this by giving the officer plenty. You might not be approved on the spot, however. There are many reasons for this. Perhaps a supervisor must review your case. Perhaps the officer is in training and needs a second check. Perhaps there are things in your file which could potentially disqualify you. Perhaps your background fingerprinting with the FBI is not complete, or you've been flagged for some other reason. Having an attorney with you, you will be able to explain all of these details. Then you wait. Normally the wait is less than 120 days. If it's longer, contact me, an attorney, immediately, as there are some additional things that can be done to help. At some point, you'll get the decision. If it's positive, congratulations. Your green card will come in the mail in a few weeks. If you're denied, consult an attorney immediately. In normal circumstances, you have about 30 days to request a review of your case. It is critical that you seek competent legal help in these situations, as your green card might be at risk. I would be more than happy to consult with you in such case. If you've gone to your interview, I would love to hear your personal experiences below. If this video has been helpful, write the word thanks in the comments section. I'd love to know how many people this video has helped. I do wish all of you all the luck in the world, but please remember, this video has been informative. I give my clients a significantly more detailed look at how to prepare before going into the interview, including a prep on the exam, on the full forms, and also unexpected questions that might be thrown at them. If you have any issues in your case, please seek help from a professional, such as from my office. Well, in a nutshell, that's what to expect at your green card exam, as explained by me, that immigration guy. If you like this video, hit like below. Please subscribe. I'll be putting out regular content every few days. Share the video. Contact my office for your specific case. I'll be more than happy to help. And remember, that immigration guy for your future legal needs.